Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to welcome you to a brand new Snapchat story from yours truly. So, I hope you enjoy it. First things first, I am sick and tired of all these NFL players getting arrested, man! Man, these guys gotta get it together. Alright, let's get some more positive news. Alright, so I'm looking through my basement and I noticed these reindeer over here trying to get all frisky when they're probably just thinking, "Ah, don't mind us, we're cool, we just kicking it." When I'd be like, "Shut up, reindeer, I know what you guys doing!" Yo, check out my piano. And this painting, and this painting. And as you can tell, all four girls look the same. And they probably all have the same mother and were born at the same time. Alright, good afternoon everybody. Welcome to FPS Kansas. And today I'm going to be testing out this fully automatic airsoft rifle and shoot at the sun like this. Alright, bad news for Tinkerbell. Sorry Sarah McLaughlin, you're going to hate me for this, but it is time to light up my dog with a few rounds. So, here we go. Well, alright, it looks like we're going to have grilled canine along with our steak and green beans tonight for dinner. Oh yes, I cannot wait to eat this. It is going to be delicious. Look, I decided to cook up some bacon this morning. Look what it says. 9 to 11 slices. 9, 11? Are you kidding me, man? This conspiracy right here. Oscar Mayer should change his name to Osama bin Laden bacon up in this joint, man. Look what else I just noticed. There's this jar of mayonnaise that says Hellmann's. Bring out the best. Last I checked, mayonnaise is one of the nastiest things on earth. Makes a lot of sense because it is from hell, man. Look what I just found. Is this little bottle of Tabasco sauce. Man, look how small this is. This is barely enough for one Chipotle burrito. Is this like the special G.I. Joe size or one of Barbie and Ken's wedding gifts? Like, see. And now check this out. It's a puzzle showing Cookie Monster with a basket full of apples, man. Everybody knows he don't eat those, man. Did Michelle Obama make him replace his cookies with apples? It's like, what are you doing to my brother? Come on. Man, and this just makes me sick. Is seeing this book, Tubby Time for Little Ernie. Are you serious? Do your little kids really need to be reading about some naked Muppet bathing? Man, Norman Gorberty better be serving 25 to life. Okay, I think I ought to cool my jets on Snapchat for now, so hopefully you guys were somewhat amused, and stay tuned for tomorrow because I'm going to be digging up some of my old board games, so it's going to be good. Yo, what's going on everybody? Hope you all are having an awesome Tuesday, and like I promised yesterday, I'm about to dig up some of my old board games and give you my brief thoughts on each of them, so if you're ready, then let's do this. Starting off with Jumanji. I know y'all seen the movie. Crazy things happen when you play this game. Last time I played, I found a lion in my closet ripping through my khaki pants. Man, I got so mad! Next up, we have the Game of Life, which should take the F out of its name because it is a lie! Because unless your dad is Bill Gates or someone, nobody's gonna start out with 10 G's in their pockets. Moving along, we have the worst case scenario survival game, with certain questions like what would you do if you were stuck in an elevator with Ray Rice, and you didn't have a weapon on you? And speaking of Ray Rice, we have Trouble, which was so much fun. And who would have thought this is where Drake supposedly started from the bottom? And he's already thinking, I go 0 to 100 real quick. Yo, if you really did get stuck in an elevator with Ray Rice, then man, I would be sorry. And I'm sorry too for all your relationships that will be tarnished after playing this game with other people. Alright, I got one more, and that's a game that everyone loves and has definitely cheated at a time or two and has gotten away with it. And that is Scrabble, where you wish you knew every 2-letter word. Yo, I'm about to share with you some of these children's books that I unfortunately found in my house and that honestly should never be read by anyone. They should be banned from the planet, so take note. Starting off with this book, Anansi and the Moss-Covered Rock. First of all, it looks like that hippo is sniffing a big pile of cannabis, and he's about to lay a deuce on that spider. Like, what in the world, man? Come on. Starting off with this book, Anansi and the Moss-Covered Rock. First of all, it looks like that hippo is sniffing a big pile of cannabis, and he's about to lay a deuce on that spider. Like, what in the world, man? Come on. Alright, next up, since this holiday is approaching, is Clifford's Halloween, where he thinks it's fun to dress up like a member of the KKK. Are you serious? Norman Bridwell, I hope you go to Detroit soon. And now we have Learn About Strangers, where Stan and Jan Berenstain teach your kids, yeah, everybody that you don't know wants to kidnap and molest you. Seriously, not everyone is a pedophile, okay? Alright, now just take a look at this one. I mean, Sesame Street, we get the metaphor. Bert is a pothead, and Ernie's asking him, Hey Bert, you got that kush? He's like, no Ernie, it's mine, go away. And now what about this? James in a mess. James, you better get your attitude right, you stuck-up little train. And now it gets even worse. Percy, he looks like David when he was spying on Bathsheba. Like, come on. Now I can't believe I used to like this book. Hop on Pop. Man, these little bears ought to be hopping out of juvenile detention. Because he even says, stop, you must not hop on Pop, you twisted little freaks. Well, okay, those are all the books I have to warn you about for now, so don't even think about looking those up on Amazon or at the library, and stay tuned for tomorrow's episode where I'll be telling you some brief stories about my life. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Yo, right now you're about to hear some brief history about yours truly, and I have visual evidence to go with each of these stories that I'm about to tell, so here we go. Starting off with an item that helped define my childhood, and that is this. I remember playing Super Mario World for 8 hours straight one day, and it was awesome. And now we got my Boy Scout bag, which I brought to every meeting. And I remember one of my first campouts, I tried tenting by myself, and I even brought my electric guitar, but with no amp. Here I have my WWE action figures who I'd always have fight each other, especially when I was watching Monday Night Raw, and as you can tell, their battles got pretty brutal. Alright, if any of these look familiar to you, then you get a high five, because these are my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. This game and the TV show were my life from age 10 to like 15. Alright, next up are my MMA gloves from when I used to practice when I was 16. And oh man, after a few good punches and kicks to the face, I realized it wasn't the sport for me. Now finally, I have this notebook that I wrote some of my earliest raps in 2010. And one of them starts out, "Yo, I met a fish named Wanda who wasn't too fond of an anaconda." I see so many of y'all who won't eat seafood just because it smells and it's from the ocean, but yet you eat vegetables. Do you know what helps those grow? Dried cow blood and manure. Yo, welcome to a brand new Snap story. And today I was inspired by Kermit the Frog to discuss some issues that are none of my business. I saw that a lot of y'all did the Ice Bucket Challenge, but do you even know how it got started? And yet you donate money to that, but when the offering plate comes to you at church, you just pass it on by. Man, I see so many of y'all who make fun of heavy-set people, especially when you see them at the gym, but man, they're usually there to hustle, and they probably work out more often than you do. There are so many women who will get on their man for watching too much football when they themselves will watch a guy sleep with 25 women on The Bachelor and The Real Housewives of Who Gives a Crap. I see so many y'all who will go to concerts all the time and sing along with all the band songs word for word, but then when you show up at church for worship, this is what you look like. Come on, man. Why is it with a lot of lesbian couples that both partners will try to be as manly as possible? It's like if you're looking for someone who's manly, then why don't you just date a man? Welcome to the season premiere of Runnin' Wild with your host Bear Grylls and special celebrity guest Nicolas Cage. Well, thank you for inviting me, Bear. Today we are taking a journey through this tropical rainforest just south of Kansas City. And right here we have found our dinner, so Nicholas, I'll let you do the honors. Well, if you say so. I am absolutely in awe. Nicholas just slayed that animal in a matter of minutes, and now we can enjoy this delicious roast beef. Well, it's not like that was my first rodeo. Well, look what we have here. Yes, it is a CrossFit gym for children, where they can climb a rope, flip a tire, do some pull-ups, and eventually slide into an injury. And now watch as Nicholas experiences the thrill of a lifetime by getting to ride on this pony. Well, Bear, it's just eating and not moving. Well, you just gotta be patient. Now let's see what Mr. Cage is truly capable of, and see if he can find the needle in the haystack. Ha ha ha. Found it! You got to be kidding me. Well, that concludes today's episode, so be sure to tune in next time to see me and my new celebrity guest, Chris Tucker. Man, are you serious? I cannot wait to be on this show! Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm back with another story, and right now I'm watching some TV, and I was just checking my guide, and there's some shows that definitely have some explaining to do, so here we go. Alright, first off, we have 2 Chainz Takeover. Man, I'd rather watch Al-Qaeda and ISIS tailgate at a high school football game playing cornball with hand grenades and watch that. And now we got Fat Guys in the Woods and Caught on Camera? What? That sounds like a troll video you would send to your friend, but telling him it's just a cat scuba diving. And over here we have Vanilla Ice goes Amish. Yeah, right. For one thing, the Amish don't even watch TV, and Vanilla Ice has spent most of his career being in movies and TV. Now looky here, Alaskan Bush people, which is really Sarah Palin's family. Plus, we know they voted for Bush because the last thing America needed was for more gore to carry on. And now we got Horsemaster with Julie Goodnight at 1 a.m. How ironic is that? Because I'll be saying goodnight to my TV long before she comes on. There's a program on Nick called Instant Mom. Really? That sounds like a result of RAPE. So that's not a show that I'm gonna see. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, I don't know about you, but it feels like October has just been flying by. And a lot of stuff has been happening, so I'm about to give you guys a little update on what's been going on. First off, I have some sad news. As one of the goats in our farm fell in our sewer yesterday and was drowning, and this morning we had to put him down. But at least he was delicious. Yo, and I'm sure y'all saw that I went up to Chicago earlier this month to go spend my birthday there. Man, I had a super fun day, but the next morning, And so I just finished a clinical study, and man, there's no easier way to make money than from taking drugs and wearing scrubs and making friends with ex-convicts. Honestly, that study wasn't too bad, although I felt a little left out, because I was one of the only people who didn't have tattoos, dreadlocks, or an extra cell phone to call my side pieces. Seriously, it felt so good to finally be discharged after 9 days in that study. I can be human again, and I can afford to buy these caffeinated chocolates. Alright, I'm sure a lot of you are aware that Taylor Swift's new album, entitled 1989, was released today. Do you know what else came out in 1989? The Nintendo Game Boy! Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome to my special Halloween Snap Story, where I'm going to be telling you some personal, scary stories of my own that are 100% non-fiction. Alright, first off, the reason I'm not dressing up or showing any holiday spirit is because Halloween colors are orange, what the Denver Broncos and inmates wear, and orange and black is the San Francisco Bumgarners.
Alright, my first scary story happened right here inside my playhouse. I was like 6 years old and I was stuck up in this loft all alone with a wasp.
Not long after that ordeal, I decided to watch a movie one night
Called Ernest Scared Stupid.
Dang man, there's these trolls that turn kids into dolls in that joint, man. I was the one scared stupid.
About 9 years ago, I had to witness my own mother beat a possum to death right here with this shovel.
I hadn't been that scared of her since she caught me cheating on all my math homework. Okay,
So as long as we've lived here, my dad would always dare me to walk to the back of our property at night, and he would pay me $20 if so.
I finally did it when I was 16, and I got my money. And yo, there was one year I went trick-or-treating dressed up as a ghost. I had a big white sheet over myself with holes cut out for my eyes. Man, nowadays I'm glad we weren't in the ghetto. Finally, there was one day I was rolling with my friend Jack, and he started bumping this song, and I was like, hey, this is good, who is this? And it was Justin Bieber.